What Stacey Says, the weekly podcast. Real lady, real life, real views. Uncensored, unfiltered, unmissable. And here's your host, Stacey.
Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of What Stacey Says. How has everyone been these past couple of days? I know myself, I haven't coped with this heat. It has been hell. To the point I've actually contemplated my life choices, because I don't think I want to go to hell when my journey on this plane is no longer happening. It has been a nightmare heat-wise, hasn't it? To the point where I have been using a recycled limescale spray bottle to spray myself in the middle of the night. Fan is just throwing pissing hot air at me. It's been a nightmare. So thankfully today, I know it's sunny at the moment, but it's cooling down. So hopefully tonight I can get a decent night's sleep, because I feel that I've slept about 6 hours over the past 3 days. I don't know how anyone else has felt. We are filming on a Wednesday, so happy hump day. I have actually got a gin and tonic. I thought, why not? We are going to talk about weight loss this week and what people have done to get to their goal weight, I suppose. I want to talk about sort of like how my weight has affected me and how I feel about it, and what I've done to, and what I'm doing to get to a size where I'm comfortable and where I can look in the mirror and put something on and go, oh, fucking God, my belly ain't sticking out, or whatever. I've always kind of struggled with my weight since having my daughter. I was a size 10 to 12 before I fell pregnant, and then I wasn't very big pregnancy-wise. So from the back, I still looked like I was a size 10 to 12 until I turned around and there was this great big belly that I had. Because my daughter was 10 days overdue, obviously the weight went kind of like everywhere after that, doesn't it? It just like your body goes, well, bollocks to this. You've got to have this, this and this. And I think as a woman, when you're pregnant as well, and I will touch on this in other episodes, and I am going to be working on a very special episode that I want to air next Wednesday about child loss and my daughter's story, because this is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, is because of her. As a pregnant woman, we struggle, don't we? As women, we think, oh my God, my body's going to change. My partner's going to look at me different. He's going to lose interest in me. He's going to look at other women that are slimmer and more beautiful and haven't got greasy hair and look after themselves, etc., etc. All of these thoughts sort of go through our heads, don't they? We're not very kind to ourselves, I must say, as women. We are fucking horrible to ourselves. I know I am. I know I'm horrible to myself. Excuse the state of me, but I generally do not know what to do with this heat. I've got hair up, hair down, my fringes sticking to my forehead and whatnot, and hay fever so bad I've got my glasses on. Yeah, so we're not very kind to each other, no, to ourselves. So when I fell pregnant, I had to obviously get used to my body changing and all that kind of stuff. And it took a toll on me mentally, looking at myself in the mirror and not being happy with what I saw, even though everyone around me, friends, family, partners, saying, you're absolutely stunning, you always look lovely no matter what you do, whether you've got makeup on or not got makeup on. But in your brain, you don't believe a word that they say. So my weight loss journey started, I've tried everything. I'm not going to lie to you. So I tried, and please don't come at me, I've tried Juice Plus, load of shit. Didn't work. It has worked for other people maybe, but it didn't work for me. As soon as I lost the weight went straight back on, if not more. Yes, I know you're meant to exercise, for all you fitness freaks that are going to probably come at this podcast. Yes, I did. I'm not a gym person, as you can tell, and I don't care what you think. I walked you will never see me run, because if I'm running, you better fucking run, because something's chasing me, because I don't do running. So you will never see me do that. And I tried Herbalife, which is another load of shit. Again, if it worked for you, happy days. Didn't work for me. Again, lost the weight, lovely. And you just put it straight back on again, if not more. I did do Weight Watchers. My friend was getting married and she asked me to be a bridesmaid, and I did not want to be the fat one in the pictures. And I did try Weight Watchers, and it did work for me, Weight Watchers, and I think I lost 2.5 stone. That was kind of like points on your food. So you had free foods and all that kind of stuff, and it was good for me. Again, I did put the weight back on when I went through a massive shitty time in my life of losing my granddad, which is his birthday today. He would have been 93 today. Bless him. I suffered a nervous breakdown, which obviously I will touch upon in my special episode. And I put the weight back on. I didn't really give a shit, because I didn't really want anybody looking at me or that kind of stuff. Not that you lose weight for anyone else, you're doing it for you, but I didn't care. I was in this depressive state. I drank a lot, which that doesn't help. Alcohol doesn't help you at all. She says, as she's got a gin and tonic in her hand. And yeah, I didn't really care what I looked like. So I did put the weight back on. I did lose a lot of weight following stress from a breakup and not losing my home, but having to give my home up and all that. And I lost 2.5 stone. But I done that I started smoking again, which I hadn't done for years. And Red Bull, which I can't even stand the taste of it now. I lost it that way, which I highly don't recommend. And I was comfortable then. I was happy. I thought, right, I'm back in a size 12 and I'm comfortable. My relationship with my ex before James wasn't perfect, to say the least. But again, we'll touch upon that at another time. And then I met James. And I tell you what, this boy's a feeder. He cooks, and he's a brilliant cook. And I piled on my 2.5 stone, thanks to going out for dinners, having him cook me meals and all that kind of stuff. And I started noticing it because my clothes were getting tighter and certain things weren't fitting me. And I was looking in the mirror again and I was like, I really don't like what I look like. And you can colour your hair and have your hair any way you like. You can put the makeup on and whatever. But if you're not liking what you physically can see in the mirror, body-wise, then you're never, ever going to be happy. But like I said, I don't think us women will ever be happy with what we look like. So I'm very insecure about what I look like. And I do worry that I'm not good enough for myself and for James, because there is a 10-year age gap between me and James. That's a whole different episode. He's 10 years younger than me. So I think in my head that I'm not good enough, or he's going to find someone younger than me, or he's going to find someone slimmer than me, or he's going to find someone whose boobs fucking stand up by themselves. All of this shit, who hasn't got stretch marks, who hasn't got this. All these thoughts go running through my head.
What Stacey says. Make sure to subscribe to get updates on new episodes. Uncensored, unfiltered, unmissable.
So I started seeing a lot of the weight loss injections. And of course, with good sides, you get bad sides. And I think a lot in the media I think the media try and scare you quite a lot. So I tend to not read the news or watch the news because I just think some of it's a load of bollocks. And I started Monjaro. I don't know if that's how you say it. I might have said it wrong. First I started it, I want to say last year for a while, and I started it about 3 months before or 4 months before me and James went on holiday. And I lost 2 stone because I was coming in at, believe it or not, at 17 stone. And that is the biggest that I've been. And as soon as I stepped off them scales, I was in tears. And I thought, where? And I've always had big boobs and I've always had a bum. Always. That will never ever go. No matter how extreme dieting that I do, it will never ever go. That is, I don't know whether you want to say blessed with, because it's not a blessing for me. But I've always had that. I've always had big bums and big boobs. So I was like, where the hell has this 17 stone come from? I can't believe I'm that much, to the point where I even thought the scales were broken. I thought this is not right. So I lost 2 stone, and you could really see it in my holiday photos in my face. My face looked different, and people were commenting saying, you really look like you've lost weight. You look really lovely. Like, what are you doing? And there was a bit of a taboo about telling people that I was on the injections, because I thought, here we go, we're going to have the fucking, oh, what are you doing that for? Oh, it's fucking dangerous. Oh, it's this, oh, it's that. And I totally get there's side effects with everything that you take or do or put in your body. And I totally understand that. And I appreciate everyone's advice, etc. But it's the only thing that had worked for me. Might not have worked for everyone else, but at the minute it's working for me. Then I stopped. Christmas came along. Me and James tend to go on holiday really later on in the year. Then it's his birthday in November, and then it's Christmas. And then in my head, I'm telling myself, oh, fuck it, it's Christmas. Oh, fuck it, it's James's birthday. Oh, fuck it, it's a Wednesday. It's all like that. That's how I got. And I did poll. I think I put 1.5 stone back on. And I just got to the point where I thought, I really want to shift 4 stone. Also because me and James are trying for a baby, and it would help me being a little bit slimmer or at a healthier weight. So I started Monjaro again, and yes, it's fucking expensive. I'm not going to lie. I know that it's all coming through on your doctors and your prescriptions and all things like that, but I've not actually spoken to my doctor. Knows that I take it, because when I buy it online, I have to state that I'm letting my doctor know. So I haven't gone down that route. So I need to sort of look into that, because it is £150 every 4 weeks, and that is fucking expensive. And I'm on 5 milligrams, and it's been really slower for me this time, and I don't know why. Maybe, and I'm walking and I'm doing everything and I'm drinking loads of water. Touch wood, I've not had any side effects. The only thing that I had is I get a headache, and that's my body telling me I've not done my 2 litres of water. So as soon as I've done that, I'm fine. And that's it. I've not had any sort of side effects, but for me it works. But it's been a bit slower. So I think in total at the moment, because there's been weeks where my weight has stayed the same, or I've gained a pound if it's that time of the month or anything like that. So I think I've done 9 pounds already in about 8 or so weeks, 9 weeks, something like that. And I'm pleased with that. I'm happy with that. I'm beginning to feel like my clothes feel a bit different. They're not as tight. I feel a bit comfortable in a dress that kind of fits or sits around, hugs me a bit more. I'm not like, right, though, no, that's it. That's going back. I'm not comfortable. And I've not noticed it in photos or anything like that yet, but other people have said, yeah, you lost a bit of weight. So it's boosting my confidence a bit there. I'm I'm never happy with what I look like ever. And I have conversations with James and I'm like, what the fuck do you see in me? Like, I'm 10 years older than you. I'm like this amount of weight, da 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 da. And I always get told off. So there you go.
What Stacey says. Make sure to subscribe to get updates on new episodes. Uncensored, unfiltered, unmissable.
So that's what I've been doing. I know that I've seen other people on my social media that have that are on it and they've done well, but other people have gone and had operations. Another friend of mine had an operation in Turkey, and she looks absolutely fucking incredible. Like she looks like a completely different person. My dad was Jesus. He was massive, and for those who follow me that knew me when I lived in Spain and knew my dad, he was huge, and he was only little as well. So he was not really tall in height. So it looked even worse. And he's had I think he's had a gastric bypass. Not entirely sure, but he lost 7 stone. But then going back to Weight Watchers, my mum lost 7 stone on Weight Watchers. So like I said, certain things work for others, certain things don't work for others. But my irritation and what really pisses me off is people's opinions on how you do things in your life and how you lose weight. So, like, people will say, oh, it's the easy way out if you have an operation, or it's the easy way out if you have the injections. And what really fucking annoys me is these influencers on social media that sit there and go, oh, you need to eat less, move more. Don't I know that, dickhead? But for some people, that's not, it's hard for people. I try to walk on my lunch break because I work in an office. I'm not very active. So I try and walk in my lunch break, walk up the high street, come back down. But it's not always going to be consistent with it. You might be busy, an emergency might come in. It's all like different things. I know people are going to say to me, oh, you need to make time and don't look for the easy way out. But as long as you're happy doing what you're doing, I couldn't really care less what other people think what you're doing. If you're happy, and fuck them. That's what I say. I actually follow somebody on Instagram, and she's probably the most down-to-earth person that I've actually come across. And I follow her, and she's stunning. She's got her own app that you have to pay for, but she's just normal. She's lost loads of weight, and she posts all of her workout routines and her foods, and she talks about her app, but she is normal, and she is so normal. The most beautiful person you could, like, soul, and she's stunning. Her figure is amazing, and her name is Kim French. If you follow her on Instagram, I don't know if she's on Facebook, but follow her on Instagram, and if you want to sort of like get into your fitness and all that kind of stuff, she's the most down-to-earth person. She gets slagged off. The comments that I've seen about on her videos that she posts, and that people are saying, oh, like, you still look fat and you've got cellulite and you've got this. I don't know if I've said that right. And all this, that and the other. And I think, I think we've got a little bit too comfortable on the internet about people's opinions on other people's bodies. And I think you need to take a fucking good look at yourself in the mirror before you comment on anybody else, because it's so damaging for young girls and boys. I'm not saying just it happens to girls. I know boys that struggle with their weight and struggle with what they look like, etc. And I think social media doesn't help the situation. All these fucking Instagram influencers and all this bollocks. Yes, I do a podcast, but I'll never be an influencer. Never in a million years. I can't even influence myself. So I'm a bad influence on myself. So I'm not going to influence anyone else. but they expect you to look a certain way and have your hair a certain way and talk a certain way, and your body's got to bounce straight back after pregnancy. It's a load of bollocks, and it's so damaging to young people that it really, really grinds my gears. Even me, I'm 39, and I think, fucking hell, am I meant to look like that? Should I look like that? And the amount of young kids, I want to say kids because they're like 18. To me, that's a kid. I know that's an adult, but some of them are not as mature enough as what me and my friends were at 18. Going and getting their faces and that done. And I mean, I've got people that are in the beauty industry that do all of that, but and there's nothing wrong with them. That's my argument. There is nothing wrong with you. Why are you going to get your lips done? Why are you trying to look like somebody that is so fucking airbrushed on a social media platform? You don't need to. There is nothing wrong with you. And I think there's a lot of that around. So be you. You are unique. There's only one of you, thank God for some people, maybe. And just concentrate on you and concentrate on being happy. You only get whatever you believe. You only get one life, whether you believe that or not. That's totally up to you. So why are you worrying about other people's opinions and what people think of you? Says me, who worries about it all the time. I give good advice. I don't listen to my own. You'll figure that out on this podcast, believe me. So I want to know what you've done to lose weight, whether it be good, bad, unhinged. What's the most drastic thing that you've done? So get in contact with me. Let me know. You know what to do. This is your 4th episode. Like, share, subscribe. Send me an email at whatstaceysays@outlook.com. Get in touch with me. Let me know what your thoughts are. Going back to my special episode, I will be filming that probably over the weekend I really, really, really want to get it out on the 9th of July. It will come with a trigger warning because I don't want to upset anybody. But I know for a fact that people that follow me and know what happened to my daughter will be upset. And I think that's going to branch off a lot of other things that I want to discuss and talk about. So I'm looking forward to that, but I'm also a bit nervous because of what people will think. So I'm going to work on that one as well for you. So hopefully you will enjoy it. Not in a creepy way, but you'll get an understanding. And I really want it to sort of be so it helps others. So that's what I want to do. Well, I really, really hope that you all don't sweat to death and melt and end up in a massive, massive puddle. Drink plenty of water in this heat. Mind your own fucking business. If you see someone that's in a shorts and a t-shirt and you don't think they should, keep your opinions to yourself. I'm now off to drink my gin, cook the dinner, and wait for James to come home. So thank you all for listening. I appreciate you all, as always, and I love you all so, so much. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye.
What Stacey Says. Make sure to subscribe to get updates on new episodes. Uncensored, unfiltered, unmissable.